Hello, I'm Shannon Mouton Gray, Managing Director at McKinney Associates, and welcome to another Tips in 20. This month's session is 10 tips, 10 do's and don'ts on cubicle etiquette, otherwise known as how not to be a douche when you're co-sharing space with coworkers. We here at McKinney Associates are excited. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my man Ron, our producer. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Shannon.
Okay, we're all back now. We understand here at McKinney it doesn't take a lot of time to help people do better and be better. And so that's why we do these tips in 20. Again, tips in 20 minutes get you in and out and going in your day. So let's get started. I want to give a quick shout out to my producer, Ron, the man behind the scenes making things happen for us and keeping me on track. Real excited that I have some assistance. I couldn't do this without him.
No problem, Shannon.
Great. With today's webinar, 10 do's and don'ts of cubicle etiquette, AKA, as I said, how not to be a douche, I'll share some good rule of thumb practices for co-working and general space sharing to maintain a cordial, comfortable, and most importantly, a professional work environment. Large communal workspaces are not new. Long before Uber offices and WeWork were even conceived, I remember my mom telling me stories about the typing pool or secretarial pools, where a group of women sat together in a large area and they were available to assist an executive who didn't have a permanently assigned secretary. Think back to Mad Men. Remember Don Draper's secretary turned wife turned ex-wife, Megan? She was promoted to his secretary from where? You got it, folks, the typing pool. And I'm sure there are plenty of other equally misogynistic television shows depicting these co-working spaces. But I digress. That's for another webinar. Back to co-working. In the financial industry, they use the lovely nomenclature of the bullpen for their form of space sharing. In these instances, a class of recent hires who've joined a financial institution around the same time, train together, and then work together. The point is, cubicles, communal workspaces, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And by remembering these basic do's and don'ts we'll cover today, you can help make the experience tolerable and possibly even enjoyable for yourself and your coworkers. Let's get started. Whether you believe it or not, whether you believe or not that cleanliness is next to godliness, your coworkers will appreciate the effort. Most people like nice views. Think of snow-capped mountains, fields of wildflowers, gently rolling waves lapping against the shore, and so on. Think of your space as your coworker's office view. Are they seeing an area that is inspiring? Or do they have a view and smell of the city dump? Oh yeah. And we all enjoy a little, just a tidbit, a smidge of gossip every now and then. However, for the workplace, it's better if it's about Kanye, Donald Trump, or Miley Cyrus, and not you, your family, or your finances. No one wants to or needs to hear the details of your personal life. I mean, really, that's what we have Facebook for nowadays. While at work, keep it professional as you can. Nothing can destroy your credibility more and quicker than being the subject of idle office gossip. Now, there is a reason why we have a mute button on our phones, people. Use it. Use it. A lot of websites have video ads that come on automatically when you land on the site. Yes, they are annoying, and yes, they seem here to stay. If your mute button is activated, then the ads aren't annoying to you or your coworkers. Here at McKinney, we keep our mute buttons on and then turn them off when we want to hear specific audio versus having the mute button off and then activating it to turn audio off. Get it? Trust me, your coworkers will thank you. Right, Ron?
That's right, Shannon.
Oh, this is one of my favorite slides. This is one of those do as I say, not as I do slides, because I am most certainly guilty of this one. I'm not even going to try and pretend with y'all. It is much easier, faster, and convenient for me to yell over my cube's half wall than to get up, walk 8 feet, and have a conversation with one of my team members. I mean, really, it's all about me, right? Wrong. It's about all of us. We are a team. We are working together. Therefore, first and foremost, it's rude. I'm talking to myself here. It's rude for me to do, and it's rude for you to do. Get up, go talk to someone. Don't yell. As we all know, we're all works in progress, including me. Beyonce said, put a ring on it. I'm saying, put a sign on it. These are easy signs you can make on your computer and put inside of an acrylic frame you can get at the dollar store. Who doesn't need an excuse to go to the dollar store? Then you place a sign on your cubicle wall, and it's effective and efficient way to let folks know whether or not you're available. Excuse me, do you have time? Is this a good time? Can we talk now? Very simple phrases to get across the point. May I barge in and interrupt you while you're working? This is really one of those don't be a douche things. You really, really, really just want to ask people for a second of their time before you just jump into the conversation and start running like FloJo. It never hurts to knock. Yeah, I'm a witness to this one on the subway. Everyone has earbuds and not enough of us use them. I tell my team all the time, if they were to wear their earbuds more, then they wouldn't hear me yelling over the cubicles. See how that works? It's a win-win for me being rude and for them still being able to get their work done. Ooh, yeah. This is another one. Please, just say no to the microphone, people. Just say no. Admit you have the problem and start using it. There's a reason music isn't played on the radio. No one wants to hear it. Use the mute button. Pick up the receiver. Go to Staples, buy a neck rest, and suck it up, people. Don't even ask your organization or company to buy it for you. You go to Staples or Office Depot or even Amazon online and buy it yourself. It's a small investment that will save you and your coworkers hours of nauseating music while you're on hold and from annoying conference calls that no one else needs to be in. Trust me, it's an investment that's well worth it. Oh, now it's time for audience participation. So please, if you will, raise your right hand if your olfactory sense has ever been offended by what a colleague was eating. Now keep your hands up. Now, raise your left hand if you've ever been the offending colleague, intentionally or unintentionally. So you can see, we're all guilty of this. You can put your hands down. Thank you. There are a few folks, very rare, who suffer from a lack of functioning sense of smell. And we empathize with them. They're missing out on a lot. However, the rest of us, though, with perfectly good noses, need to be sensitive to those we work with. Get up, go to the lunchroom or the cafeteria or outside, down the hall, away from your coworkers. Get someplace away, really, from other human beings. As this is the season, folks, holiday candy can be on your desk from October 31st through November 7th. Yes, it's a rule. And Christmas candy can be on your desk from December 10th through December 26th. Yes, it's a rule. Otherwise, get rid of the candy, folks. It brings unwanted attention, unwanted visitors, unnecessary conversation. Plus, let's all face it, diabetes and obesity is running rampant in our country. We can live without the candy jar. So now it's time for the Q&A portion of the program. So please place your tray tables in the upright position and hand your trash to the attendants as they make a final pass through the cabin. And don't forget to type your questions in the Q&A box. So Ron, if you can hook me up with some questions, we'll get going. Hi, everyone. Okay. I do have some that some folks sent me on Twitter earlier, so I'm going to start with these while you all get it together online. From Twitter, what should you do if you have to take a personal call but don't have cell phone service? Get up and go outside. Again, let me just say right here, these do's and don'ts of cubicle etiquette are really all go back to the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You don't want to smell other people's lunches. You don't want to hear other people's personal conversations. You don't want, and you don't want. So then don't do it to other people. Really, it's that simple, folks. So if you've got a personal call you need to make, excuse yourself and go outside. If it can't wait until your lunch break, or if it can't wait until a natural break in your day, then excuse yourself from your team members, let them know you'll be right back, and really go outside. It's no one else's business what you're going through, and you really don't want anybody else in your life and in your business on that level. Again, from Twitter, what should you do if you and your coworkers have to take a conference call at your desk? This is why we have special places called what? Conference rooms. They're set up for what? Conference calls. See how that goes together? Now, while I can be a little flip here, this is something that I do need to work on. I would be guilty of this one, right and left hand are up, because I do take conference calls at my desk with my team, with one or two members of my team, while one or two members of the team may not be involved. It is rude. I'll do better, guys. Okay, next question. Again, from Twitter. What type of headphones should you use to block out noise? This is a good one, because while you do want to block out noise, Ron, what are the ones that the dude does?
Beats by Dre.
Yeah, those. Yeah, you can sell them all up on my technology. Those, my understanding, those are 100% noise canceling headphones. And while those are good in certain circumstances, I would not recommend 100% noise cancellation headphones at work, for the simple fact that if someone is yelling to you or just even saying something to you, you do want to be able to hear them and at least look up. If your phone starts to ring, you want to be able to notice it. So 100% noise cancellation, I would not recommend. In terms of a specific product, I don't have a recommendation for you. Go to Google. And, ooh, how do you politely get rid of unwanted visitors? Oh, hi, thanks. I'm really in the middle of something right now and I'm on deadline. I'll come to your desk in about 10 minutes. I'll come by in about 20 minutes. I'll stop by later this afternoon. Can we talk after work? Is always your first line of defense. You want to be polite, forthcoming, and just say, I can't talk. If they kind of say, if they persist, oh, this is only going to take a minute. Is this really work related or can it wait? I really have a deadline I need to make. And so if you don't mind, I'll come to you. After the second attempt, you need to draw the line. because they're not going to do your work for you, and you've got things you need to do. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I will come to you, to your desk, when I'm finished, and then turn around, turn your back on them, and start your work. You don't want to be rude, and you would hope that your coworker would pick it up on the first hint, maybe the second hint. But if you have to go to the third one, you have to. You have a job to do. Your performance review is based on your work, not their conversation. Oh, we have a recommendation, Bose Quiet Comfort 20i. Ooh, thanks, John, for those who are interested in headphones. Can I eat at my desk if I'm extremely busy? This is a touchy one because we all work very hard and do a lot of work and want to keep going, especially if you're in a rhythm. You want to just keep going and eat at your desk. I can say this, we here at McKinney have a guideline's a good word, where we ask our coworkers to not eat at their desk. It's very important to really take a break from work. Get up, stretch your muscles, move, even if it's to the lunchroom, which is only across the hall. But you really want to take a break. You want to give your mind a break. Those of us who stare at computers all day, we need to give our eyes a break. We want to just relax and step away for a moment, even if it's only for 5 to 10 minutes as we inhale our food. It's really, really important for your mental well-being. And in the long run, it'll help your work and your productivity and the quality of the work that you're doing. In terms of snacks, we here at McKinney snack a lot. All of us snack. I would say, though, we do need to be mindful of the snacking at our desks. Some of us snack loud things, Ron, and some of us snack things such as, I eat a lot of fruit, so everyone doesn't enjoy the citrus smell. I don't know who, but everyone doesn't. So we try and be cognizant of what we're eating while we're eating. And we want to make sure that if we are snacking, though, we do want to, again, do unto others as we would have them do. So we always offer and share, at least make the attempt to be polite and cordial when we can. If you see me looking over my shoulder, it's my producer over there who is making faces at me. I don't see any other questions, and that was all we got from Twitter today. So I do want to thank everyone for joining us for our Tips in 20, 10 Do's and Don'ts of Cubicle Etiquette. This is Shannon Mouton Gray for McKinney Associates. You can find us online at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SlideShare. Don't forget to visit our website, mckpr.com, to find out what we're doing here. You can also sign up for our monthly, not daily, not weekly, not bi-weekly, monthly newsletter to keep up with what's going on here on K Street. Thank you. Next month's topic, by the way, I almost forgot. Next month's topic is, drum roll please. Oh yeah. Next month's topic, 7 ways to make a memorable impression. So we hope you will be able to join us then. Again, thank you. Have a good day, and I'll see you around the interwebs.